Good evening. My name is Saif, and right now I'm doing an audit for this roofing website called the LA Top Team. And this audit is basically going to compromise of four things. It's going to be about UX, the technical SEO, on-page, and the backlink of this website. So let's get started. First of all, from the UX perspective, I think this website is pretty well done. I think in terms of the design and the development, it's pretty nice. The layout is also done pretty well. I think there's only a few issues that I would point out. Which the first is this quotation button. I think in the normal state, as you can see, it actually gets blended with the white background, which in my opinion is not a good idea. A CTA button, a call to action button, should have a very distinct color. In this case, let's say I would choose something like red, like the one that they're using in their logo with a white text color, and place this call icon in this CTA button. So I think that would be a pretty good idea. And secondly, I would say to not put the Google My Review section over here. I would say this is something that you should put in the other parts of the website, because in the hero section, I think you only want the user to, when a user is landing or your potential customer is landing on your website, especially on the homepage, you just want two things. First is you want them to either call you or they should fill up a lead form. That's it. And apart from that, the Google review, all of it, I think it should be a little down below. But apart from that, I think the UX and the usability of the site is done pretty well. So secondly, what we are going to discuss is the technical SEO. From what I see so far, this website actually has relatively very few pages, so I don't think a lot of technical correction is going to be needed, other than ensuring that the crawlability and indexability of the site is actually done pretty well. And in this case, we can actually check the indexation status of this website through this plugin that we are using. And as you can see, the URL, which means the homepage, is actually indexable, and which means it has been crawled and indexed by the Google's database, so which is good. And then I will go ahead, and since this website doesn't really have a lot of commercial pages, so I wouldn't really stress about the technical SEO that much at this moment. But if there's one thing that I came across earlier, it was there seems to be an issue with the SSL certificate. So over here it looks fine, but earlier I actually tried to get I searched for this website using the same browser, which is Mozilla, and it said that there's a potential security ahead from, and then it says that the SSL certificate actually expired last year. So which means that the owner of this website, uh, they need to fix this. They need to renew their SSL certificate, so that if I'm facing this issue, then it's very likely that whoever is going to come across this site is might also face might also face a similar issue. So yeah, this is something that should be get done. Otherwise, it's going to hurt the performance of the search campaign. And secondly, it's uh, the on-page SEO side of this website. From by on-page, I mean the content side. So first of all, as I said, like there really isn't a lot of content on this website. So from what I can see, this company is actually based at Prairieville. So what I would do is I would actually go ahead and optimize this homepage for Prairieville, Louisiana. I would say something like top roofing service Prairieville, Louisiana, something like that. That should be my head one tag. It shouldn't be something like generic, like quality starts at the top. It's H1 tag. It's important. So I would say you should clearly tell to Google like what your page is about, and then following that, my content, like the homepage, should follow the same structure, which is about Perryville and your service, which is roofing. And just like that, I would go ahead and create more services, location pages. Let's say in this case, LA Top operates in Perryville. Now let's say they operate in more areas like Gonzales, Central, Livingston, Donaldson, Zachary, Jackson. What I would do is I would go ahead and create a separate location page for all these different locations, so that it actually helps a company to acquire more leads separately than actually like stuffing all the pages in, rather than like trying to rank for all the keywords at one page, which is not a good idea. And another thing that I also came across is in terms of the articles, which is, as you can see, like most of the articles that they actually presented, that they have here is actually very generic informational keywords. What I would do is I would actually go ahead and localize each and every single article that you can see right now. So let's say in this case it says roofing, 3 reasons to consider a metal residential roof. So what I would do is, let's say instead of going search generic, I would localize it by saying 3 reasons to use a metal residential roof in Prairieville. And then there's construction. It's another blog post about home improvement projects. What I would do is, I would go ahead and create something like top home improvement projects in Prairieville. The point is that you should be localizing each and every single article in terms of your location, and then you include your service. Because what that's going to do is it's actually going to show you in front of Google and the other search engines, as well as the other LLMs right now like ChatGPT, that you are the topical authority, you are the main guy, you are the main website for this location and about this service. And once I'm done, create more supporting assets. As I said, create articles to support the location and the service pages. And then once all's done, I would say internally link all of it wherever it's relevant, and all the pages should not be less than 3 clicks away. And lastly, I think I would talk about the backlink. So currently, from what I see, this LA Top doesn't really have a lot of backlinks, which kind of explains that it's not currently ranking that high in Google. As you can see, these are the top competitors that LA Top has on the search engine landscape, which is Garcia, Did My Roof, Premier South LA, Georg's Roofing, and Rhinestone Roofing. As you can see, all these companies, they have more or less all these backlinks from all these websites, but as of right now, LA Top doesn't have them. So the first part is actually to optimize your content for the keyword they're trying to rank, and the keywords that we just talked about, which is roofing, let's say roofing Prairieville, Louisiana. We should go ahead and create a page like that, and then we should go ahead and build the backlinks. As you can see from here, like these are the backlinks that their competitors have, and we should go ahead and get all these backlinks. And then once we are done with this, then we should go ahead and get more backlinks, so that we can actually show to Google that we are the authority, that and we are more trustworthy than the other sites. So yeah, and regarding backlinks, it's more about what your competitors have, and then as I say, you need to build them, and over time you need to keep building more and more. It's an ongoing process where you need to build more and more and more, so that at one point like whoever is going to be up against you is not going to be able to beat you. So yeah, it's about a numbers game, but also about the quality. So quality plus quantity backlinks plus an optimized site, I think it's all that you need when it comes to ranking on the traditional search SEO search engine landscape. And the third is the Google My Business. From what I see, Top Team is doing a fantastic job when it comes to ranking for Prairieville. Currently, it's actually number one, if I'm not wrong, in the Google My Business profile for this location. 1 minute. Ooh, they currently rank excuse my spelling, I think I made a pretty big mistake there. But yeah, from what I've seen so far is that they actually ran number one in the Google My Business for this location, but they are currently not ranking in the traditional search. As you can see, it's dominated by the other companies. But they have done a pretty good job in the Google My Business site in the local pack. They have like 4.95 star reviews with 153 total reviews, which is absolutely fantastic. But still, I would say they still have a competition with this company called Garcia, which have about 285. And I believe the reason why they're beating them is probably due to the fact that they are actually rated better than Garcia, which is 4.7, and Top Team has 4.9. But yeah, they're doing pretty well in the local pack, but when it comes to the traditional search, as you can see, they are nowhere to be found. And it doesn't really surprise me because the website is absolutely not optimized for search engine as it should be. So yeah. So in this video, I just gave a pretty simple overview about the audit of a website. If I keep going deep more and more, it's probably gonna take me a much longer, but yeah, pretty much that's it. And if you actually like this video, you can actually book a meeting with me through my calendar link that I've placed in the bottom. So yeah, until next time.